Happy to announce that we now have our throttle body clamps back in stock to suit the B Series throttle body. So when you buy these off our online store, we sell the clamp, or we sell the adapter separately, which is this one here. This is essentially what you're buying, and then you can either combine that by purchasing the plazmaclamp clamps separately off our online store, or you may already have them at home. So we give you the option to either purchase it with it or without it. Plazmaclamp make the FG series ones, which is great. They're the ones that we do sell and use on our website, but unfortunately they don't make them to suit the B series. So we figured, you know what, if they don't make them to suit the B series, we're going to make them. And we've been making these now for a few years. They're not a high turnover item, like we do make them in very small quantities. We only got 11 this time, and we have been out of stock for quite some time. But as I said, they're pretty slow movers. So most people generally upgrade to an FG throttle body, which we sort of try not to do. I'm actually happy with the B Series throttle body, but the biggest issue with the B Series throttle body is they don't have enough purchase area on the actual throttle body itself to clamp the actual pipe on. So once you start getting some decent boost in, they just blow off all the time, and it's so hard to get it right. Most people just give up on that. So there is a market definitely there for these things, and we figured, you know, let's bring them to market. And yeah, so we've been running these on our territories for years, and we've literally just got them back in stock now, which is great. But how it sort of works is we use the Plazmaclamp clamps, and I'll give you a quick rundown for those who don't know what they are. So these two aluminium bosses here have a groove in there for an O-ring. So once these two O-rings go on there, it essentially, that's how it looks there. And you can picture both O-rings there. So, and what it does is, when you have the two O-rings there and these are welded to your intercooler pipes, when you slide this shell over it, the O-ring seals on the external of it, and then the plasma clamp, it basically drops over the top of it and locks it all together. And it's got, you know, side movement, horizontal, vertical, all that sort of stuff. Like, the movement on it is awesome. So a lot of people think that these are a solid clamshell. They're actually not. There's a lot of engine movement that can happen with these. So you can make your whole intercooler pipes out of this, from throttle body to turbocharger, with no hose clamps in there at all. So these are a really good clamp. Anything with some decent boost in them, these things don't leak, and they will never ever let you down. And I've lost count of how many races I've lost from intercooler pipes blowing off, and it's always on your best run. So protect your investment in that sense, which is the time card, and get the plasma clamps on your car. So, but how it works in this case is that we've manufactured these adapters, which will bolt directly over the throttle body. We have an O-ring seal in here. There's one there. So with the O-ring seal in there, it seals the O-ring. The O-ring seals against the throttle body. And yeah, so once you basically bolt that onto your throttle body, that's your intercooler pipe there. Once again, you slide the clamshell over it, and you go with the plasma clamp, and it's make a fool out of me now while I'm putting it on, but it is a bit fiddly. But once you get it on there, it is going. Here we go. All right, so once it's on there, that's basically how the finished product looks there. So looks quite nice. The only downside is that when you use these in a territory application, it is quite long on the nose, so your actual pipe where it goes under the headlight gets a little bit tight with the forward-facing plenum, but you know, it's nothing you can't work around. So put an end to all your intercooler pipes blowing off. These are the solution, and they are the only way to go. So they are available on our online store. I've just re-enabled it now, so we can send them out straight away. They're ready to go. They come with all the adapters, the bolts. There's a couple spacers. There's 4 spacers that come with it. So these faces is what sets the height. So that you basically slide your bolts, the bolts slide on, you put your spacers on, and then it goes up against. It's very self-explanatory how it works. As long as you've got a good fabricator on hand who can actually modify your intercooler pipes and weld this clamshell in, you're pretty much good to go. So yeah, so anyway, B Series throttle body Plazmaclamp clamp arrangement, available from Independent Motorsports online store. And thanks guys for watching, and yeah, I hope this has sorted out your frustrations if you have been blowing them off, and if you have, well, you know what to do. So thanks guys, thanks for watching, see you next time.